Do you want to know the recipe for mouth-melting, gluten-free and very healthy muffins? Check this out. Hello to Paulina's Healthy Recipes. I am Paulina from Yoga with Paulina, and I will show you what I am doing to nourish my body, to make myself healthier. And also I'm a sweet tooth, so there's going to be a lot of sweet stuff. Today I'm going to show you my recipe for healthy gluten-free blueberry muffins, but you can also do a blueberry loaf. You're going to need almond flour together with oat flour. I don't have oat flour, so I just blended my gluten-free oats. Very good, and it's much cheaper. Now 4 eggs, a cat, no, not a cat, yogurt. You can also use vegan yogurt, baking soda and baking powder, vanilla, and the sweetener of your choice. In my case, it's erythritol because it has a very low glycemic index and much less calories than normal sugar. And of course, you're gonna need a bowl to mix it all together, whisker and spatula. We're gonna use cups and tablespoons as a measurement. By the way, this is not a cup. This is also not a cup, and this is not a cup. This is a cup of flour. It's 250 milliliters. This is 150, this is 350, and this is 450. The same is with tea or tablespoon. So this is a tablespoon and this is a teaspoon. Very important to keep it right. Okay, let's begin. First, we start with combining 4 eggs and some sweetener. Combine it with the sweetener of your choice. As I say, in my case, it's erythritol. And as I don't like my stuff to be too sugary, I'm using only a 1/4 cup, so it's 60 milliliters. You can also use much less. It's not even a full one. And give it a good whisk. Okay, let's add the rest of the wet ingredients. For a Greek yogurt, we use 1/3 of a cup. That is a good amount. And a little drop of vanilla. That's it. And give it another whisk. Now it's the time for the dry ingredients. Let's start with baking soda and baking powder. We use 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So let's get the right amount. And as you see, very often we have like a mountain, what's called in Polish, a polish. So what you need to do is just to take it. So that's the right amount. And now half of your teaspoon of baking soda. And again, take the right amount and add. So now let's start with the almond flour and oat flour. Yes, I know it's getting dirtier each time. 2 cups of your almond flour and 1 cup of oat. And for that one, we're gonna use a spatula because the whole batter will get much thicker. So with your flour, you also want to be straight, no mountains and additional stuff. That looks good. And the oats, or rather oat flour. I blended right before cooking. And remember, the more fine it is, the more smooth your butter will be. So if you can get really nice and fine, but if it won't, you're gonna feel pieces of nuts or oats, which is also good. Okay, and let's give it a good mix. So as you see, the butter is pretty thick. And now the most important ingredient that I forgot to tell here at the very beginning, the blueberries. You can use fresh ones or you can use the frozen ones like I do. And today I'm having the forest, the wild ones, which I really like. They are much smaller, so you can get bigger amount in your muffins. And be generous, it's healthy. Oops. And give it another good mix. As you see, our butter is very thick, but yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So now it's time to make the muffins. As you see, I have already prepared first muffin form. The whole batter should be for around 10 or 12 muffins. And with the rest, I will make a little loaf. Just know that this is the least gracious part of the whole experience, because you have to fill up the muffin forms around 3/4. So remember, they're gonna grow. You don't want to fill them up completely. Oops. You know how they say, the fingers are your best tools. Sorry. Muffins are ready. Let's fill up the loaf. Now let's put them for around 30 minutes in the stove for 180 Celsius or 370 Fahrenheit. After 25 minutes, check if they are not burning, then you can lower the temperature. And if they are not, leave it for another 5 minutes. I'm always checking with a toothpick or with a screw pick if they are still raw inside, then give it another few minutes. Okay, see you in half an hour. So everything is ready. What I forgot to tell you is that when you're using frozen fruit, you might add additional 5 or even 10 minutes to bake, because I used around 40 minutes to bake all that. And if you use the whole batter to make a loaf, like this one, you might also use an additional few minutes. Okay, the muffins are ready. As you see, they grew big, they're fluffy, they smell incredible. So now it's time to try them. Looks good, no? How do you say, mouth melting?
Maybe. I take a second one.